Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The robbers got. I want you to listen to this quick comment here, fair use, and then I'll get back to the original video. We've been saying you can't go get pizza. You can't sit in your car. You can't go to the store. You can't sit in your house. Some evil dust bucket is coming along, causing some trouble. It just always goes wrong. You can't even work on your job. You can't even do that. People going to work, getting robbed, getting beat, getting murked. And all you were doing is going to work. Dusties don't want a job, but they will rob. So listen to this.
Uber workers, pizza delivery drivers, and now the umpteenth store worker who has a gun and ready for people coming in like this, because that's the kind of world we live in. And this is happening on a weekly basis for sure now in Philadelphia, with people who work for a living having to get a gun.
Yeah, we are starting to see individuals fighting back.
And that's it. People are tired. People are so tired. You go to work, they come in, they want to go ahead and manhandle you, beat you down like an animal. People are fed up. In this case here, two came in, I believe, from the front. They had this third Dusty come in from the back. But guess what? The clerk also had a gat. Check it out, people. Fair use. Let's get the full story here.
Store worker shoots a suspect during a robbery.
Let's get right out to Steve Keeley on this one.
All right, we got new news. The store worker who fired back at armed robbers is now in critical condition, shot by as many as 3 shots, but still was able to fire back. And this just in, as you guys were reading the lead-in, somebody just showed up at Temple Hospital as police expected, and they were alerting all local hospitals, shot several times.
Good.
And obviously, they obviously think it was the man here, one of 2 armed robbers, that this woman working overnight shot in self-defense. You can see it's kind of a store within a store. You see that one officer opening the door, which looks like a convenience store. There's sodas scattered on the floor. Behind, they're out of view, are 2 guns. The woman's gun who was working and one of the 2 armed robbers' guns. So lots of evidence. And these stores, as I said in my first reports, all outfitted with the latest surveillance technology. So police will get a look at exactly what happened. Inspector Scott Small has arrived to give us an update on what you've learned from talking to the people inside with Philadelphia police.
All right, about 45 minutes after this incident took place, a male showed up at Temple Hospital with several gunshot wounds, and his clothing fit the description of one of the perpetrators who committed this robbery. And it fit the description of the perpetrator that we believed was shot by the female store clerk. So right now, we're going to try to identify if that is the person who was one of the individuals that committed this robbery, who may have been shot by the store clerk. But that's what it's looking like at this time.
And when I got the initial call from another officer to get over here, it was unknown who fired first, but this was a clear shootout in close quarters behind the counter of the store.
Absolutely. The female was behind the counter with the manager, and these 2 individuals entered the property and then entered a rear door and went behind the counter. We believe that's where they were to commit this robbery. And that's when there was clearly a shootout between at least one of the perpetrators and the female store clerk, who tragically was shot several times. Now, she's alive. Initially, we both believed she was in stable condition, but she's been downgraded. Right now, she is in critical condition, undergoing surgery. So we hope that this 32-year-old store clerk pulls through.
What a strong, tough woman with good aim and ready for anything, and obviously at least put up a fight for her life by shooting back. And we have talked several times just in the past 2 months about Uber workers, pizza delivery drivers, and now the umpteenth store worker who has a gun and ready for people coming in like this, because that's the kind of world we live in. And this is happening on a weekly basis for sure now in Philadelphia, with people who work for a living having to get a gun.
Yeah, we are starting to see individuals fighting back. And if somebody is pointing a gun at you while you're working, in this case, there was 2 individuals, not only that came in with guns, but shot this female. and she returned fire. She protected herself.
All right, Inspector Small. For folks who don't know, you start in late afternoon, and here you are right before sunrise. So Philadelphia appreciates your hard work, as many as the other 6,000 plus cops in this town. Thanks, and go get.
So people are tired. People are so darn. You can't go to work. I'm just glad she was able to get some shots in. And look at this. So she's here to work, and you want to come in and rob her. Shot her multiple times. He didn't care if he killed that woman. He did not care at all. I'm just glad she got some shots in. And now you're going to run your dusty Robin behind off to the hospital for medical attention? Really? You pretty much just ran your behind to the police station because they already have the information out. I'm so glad. Stop and think. If she hadn't had that weapon, and I hope and pray that she pulls through, if she hadn't had that weapon, she probably would have gotten shot anyway. Again, she's fighting back, protecting herself. And guess what? He would have had the opportunity just to go ahead, the three of them, get the money if they did get it, what have you, go ahead and go on their way. Sit up for the weekend and then go ahead and plan the next heist, the next robbery. And it'll be a mama, a mammy, a baby mammy sitting up there knowing all along. So now people are fighting back. I applaud her for that. Oh, I do. I'm glad she sent him to the hospital. Next time I hope they send them all to the morgue. Why? He got what he gave. I just hope she pulls through. I don't care about him, them, the three fool Robin Mateers. I don't care about the three fool Mateers. I'm not going to insult the Musketeers like that. But this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Gotta be kidding me. It's come to that point you can't even go to work. So she did the right thing. She came to work with her gat. Other than that, she would have been the one injured, as she obviously is, and they would have just walked away free. As this is what they're used to doing. They're used to go ahead and robbing people, but see the tides are turning. People are tired and they're fed up. They're tired. The tides are turning. People are like, you know what? I'm not going to go out like that. I value my life. So sometimes you get what you give. She got a few shots in, great. Again, I just hope next time the dust buckets that pull this kind of stunt end up in the morgue. And think, two from the front, one from the back. They know how to plan to commit a crime. But you can't plan to do it, maybe to make your own money. I'm just glad that they got the shots in because, like I said, if she hadn't got him, you know what would have happened? They would have more than likely have gotten away with it and just lived to see another day, do the same old stupid thing, and she'd be laying up her in the hospital. And you think she's making a lot of money working inside of a convenience store? Do you really think so? Now look at this. Dusties bring drama, they bring trauma. The financial implication is too much dust in the nation. We don't know, even if she does recover, what medical problems she may face. I'm proud of her for fighting back. I just heard that she was even injured. But this lets you know the depravity of these men, from Dusty Dan, if it's a dusty Latino man, little hood man, Mr. Wong, the wrong man. This shows you the depravity. They do not care to shoot the woman. In my opinion, you shoot multiple times, you're trying to kill her. So we're hoping a speedy recovery for her. The time off work, she'll be at a financial loss because right now she has to concentrate on healing. What if she's already on the brink of financial ruin? Could end up homeless, trying to recuperate. And she could be a wife and a mom. So this here, yeah, the Dusties, they came in to do a robbery and all that. But surprise, surprise, the clerk also had a gat. I'm out.